Today we have young, dashing entrepreneur from India, Mr. Ankush Nijhawan. Mr. Nijhawan also shares a passion for cricket. Welcome, Ankush, on Travel World Online. So, how was this Corona period for TBO?
I think COVID was a good year in that way that we could go back and reboot ourselves. As we say, it's for overhauling of the engine. And I think the team got closer to each other. We went through this. Fortunately, we didn't lose any people in jobs. We made sure everybody's still there. We did had some salary cuts in April, but we were the first company in 1st December 2020 that we rolled back 100% salaries. And I think we are the only company still in the country which is still holding 100% and not firing any employee yet. And I don't think that worst is over. We were also profitable, and I must say, and I'm very happy that since 1st August till about 31st March, we picked up a lot of momentum in the domestic business, domestic airline business, and in Dubai and Maldives. So yes, we closed the book in plus 31st March closing. Obviously, very minuscule of the profit what we had created pre-COVID. But yes, as long as you break even, you make money. I think the worst is over, and I think it's a matter of another few months. I think we should be settling down, and I can assure you, TBO will be a larger company than ever before in terms of size and our global markets, our new products, which have started showing early results, and I'm sure it will only get bigger and stronger from here on.
You have recently opened one more office in Mumbai. What are the plans?
Bombay, we're expanding a lot in many other ways into our marine business, into the cargo business. We are further doubling talent and people in Bombay. Therefore, we needed a bigger office. So our two offices in Nariman Point continue, but we needed a bigger space. So therefore, we decided to shift to the other part of Mumbai, which is in Delhi, so that we can cater the market better. Our staff is happier because they work closer from home. And obviously, we needed a largest office because for us, Mumbai remains our number two market after Delhi. And I'm happy that we took this place early this year and obviously moving in once the lockdown settles in Maharashtra.
Uh, your group company, Island Hopper, took over the number two company, Gemini Tours. In this crucial time when many travel companies have shuttered, what is the strategy behind opening or taking over Gemini Tours?
We had bought Island Hopper a few months back, sorry, in 2019. The plan was basically to build the business for the islands, which was basically from Mauritius, Seychelles, and Maldives, because TBO had a policy build versus buy. To explain you, buy means that obviously you will buy, but build is something that you have to weigh the option that if I had to build the size of an island hopper, what it was, does it take how much money does it require? Is the speed to the market? It would probably have taken us 2 years to build that level. So the option was that we thought it is better that we buy so that we can hit the market faster. We can have the right contracts, the right supply for the islands. And I'm very glad to say that when we acquired it in 2019 and closing year 31st March 2021, the business has 4 times increased um, for Island Hopper, and the market share is a little more than 20% for outbound travel from India into Maldives. So while that was happening, to further like cartelize, to further consolidate the supply as well as the demand, is where we thought of further buying the number two player in the market, which is Gemini. And I'm very, very happy that this transaction happened. We had started the process in October. We concluded it in June, just May end basically. And I'm happy that Mr. Subram and Raji are great founders. They built a great company. And I'm very proud to say that it was a pleasure to have them on board. And now the number one has bought the number two. And I think our market share is obviously almost going to be a little more than 40%, in my opinion, going forward to build the islands. We will give our technology, we'll give our distribution, and further strengthen Gemini in terms of capital, in terms of tech, in terms of distribution. I think the manpower, what we have, is going to really help building this brand more. And with Mr. Expertise or Mr. Subram and Raji, I think it's only going to help us building the business for the islands as the market opens up post once COVID settles down. Yeah.
How your cargo business is doing for you?
Early days. So May budget has met. We are now profitable in the month of May. We started from Delhi in October. First 6 months, teething problems, learning business, team settling down. We have opened now our Mumbai cargo setup starting 1st June. Very soon we'll move into Chennai and Ahmedabad in July as well. But I think now we are, as we see, the car has moved to gear one. But as we say, long way to go. A business which I'm very, very confident will definitely give us great results in terms of bottom line and revenues. And I'm sure we would like to be amongst the top 3 cargo players in 3 to 5 years from now.
All this is very exciting and motivational for travel trade. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. They're positive and they're full of hope. What are your future plans?
Plan is to obviously further deep dive in what we have built, master the markets which he already masters at, further further increase our share in terms of hotels and air, and our new businesses such as Paxes, Zamzam, TBO Marine, TBO Cargo will definitely settle down this year and will at least make a mark in the market and then build it from there on. Some talents have hired, especially in Mumbai. The integration of Gemini will happen into Island Hopper. So as we always believe, TBO always keeps thinking, always keeps doing, and I'm sure we'll continue the same.
According to you, how important is technology to be competitive in today's world?
I think tech will further play a more role because I think work from home, especially during the pandemic, has made people get used to the tech more. Be it working way or be it the way they transact, it will help in building operating leverages, cutting cost. And I think TBO is a great example of building size and scale was because of tech. And I can't be employing 10,000 people in India. I think we're a very lean company, not employing more than 550 people running this business. It's all because of tech, and in globally, almost operating 120 countries in the world. So I think tech is not an enabler; it's a necessity now. Yeah.
How do you see the acquisitions and mergers as a strategy at this point of time?
Depends. I mean, if you get the right partner, if you think you don't own something and you want to own a market or own a product, definitely an acquisition is an opportunity. As I said, build versus buy. I think time is a big matter. If you can hit a market now, do it now, or wait and build for 3 years. You might be too late. So I think it is a great opportunity depending at the right price. And I think post-COVID, there are some great companies or good companies who will be willing to look at mergers and acquisition at the right price. I think before that, the valuations, etc., were much more than probably a company deserves. But now I think that correction has happened. And I think there's immense companies available in the world now for acquisition and mergers, and obviously some great talent which I think is available in India as well as overseas. Hang on. I think 1 year has passed by. I know it's been very tough for everybody. I mean, it's not that somebody was happy and somebody won't. I think everybody, the worst industries was the travel business. But I can assure you that once it settles down, whether it is 3 months or 6 months, I think the best years travel industries ever witnessed would be post-COVID. Now, whether it is 2022 or whether it is late starting 21, that only time will tell. But I think for the next 5 years, once COVID settles down, it's probably going to be the best 5 years the industry has ever seen because of revenge travel, hunger. People are crazy sitting at home. I think it's just going to outburst. I think there'll be so much demand that one will not be able to cater to. And I hope it comes true.
Thank you for taking out time, Mr. Ankush Nijhawan. Congratulations and best wishes from Travel World Online family.
You are watching Travel World.